What's good, everybody? Chris again. Chris Goes Outdoors. We're here today, the next day of the van build. You see that there? We got a Maxx Air Fan Deluxe, and that is the next project that we're going to take on. So the plan is to do most of the installation tomorrow, Saturday. So we're going to start early in hopes that if we need to fix anything, we'll have plenty of time between Saturday and Sunday. But tonight's Friday, just got off of work. And I'm gonna try to get a little bit of a head start. I have like all the stuff I need for tomorrow laid out, but I'm gonna build a little frame out of wood for the bottom of the fan where it screws in to the van. So from what I've seen online, a lot of people use 1x2. So this is a 1x2x8. So gonna cut two pieces 17 inch and then two pieces 14.5 inch and screw them into a square for the bottom, essentially to brace the bottom. The screws from the top will screw into this, and it's just a better like mounting option. So gonna do that quick, or hopefully quick. We'll see how it goes. So we have our pieces cut. We have our two 17-inch ones and our two 14.5 inch ones. So we're gonna do the pocket holes on the 14.5 inch cuts. So I did some trial and error just to see, what's going on. So with the Craig jig, I'm gonna put it on here, going to clamp it down, and then right here on the Craig jig, you can see I have it set to 1/2 inch. And then on the drill bit, they're labeled here with measurements. I have the stopper here set to 1/2 inch. So we're just gonna drill this one out. You put the drill bit right through the hole here and begin drilling. And then we'll flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna get our 1.5 inch screws, and we'll get, so I have this really ancient wood glue. I used this back on my NV like 200 back when I made that. That was back in, I think, 2019. It's questionable. I don't think it looks more like a putty, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna try, give it a little help anyway. Look at this. I do not believe that is the consistency it used to be from what I recall, but according to the directions, it'll still work as long as you shake it up. I did shake the thing extensively, so right now we're gonna put a little glue on here. I had a brush, I don't know what I just did with it. So we'll use the brush here, get a little bit of glue on the end here, and then a little bit on the end of the board that we're going to screw. All right, bring it down. Make sure that's the 11 inch. Yep. So this is the 11 inch board. Put a little glue on there, little on there. Screw right there. All right, so after everything, this is what we are left with. So this, in theory, I'm gonna crack open the fan in a minute. This should fit essentially right under the base of the fan. So the idea is you keep this on the inside of the van, and then when you screw the fan in from outside on the roof, it will screw into here to have something to just kind of bite onto. So nice. We'll double check the fit. We'll let this dry overnight, and yeah, we'll have a pretty good start for tomorrow, hopefully. So here's the fan. This is it upside down. So this is the section that will be laying on top of the van, and you can see all the little spots for the screw holes around the sides here. So the idea is this will be on top of the van, the metal from the actual van roof between here, and then this will go on the inside of the van. That way when we screw from the top of the van through the sheet metal, it will also grab onto the wood and give it substantially more stuff to grab onto. And yeah, just a better fit, more tight, etc. So that is the plan, and it fits good. So we'll let that dry, a little wood glue dry on that. We got some screws and stuff there for that, some connectors for the electric, and yeah, we'll begin the fun of cutting a gigantic 14 by 14 hole in the roof of my van tomorrow morning. So let the fun begin. All right, so next day we are back outside now, and yeah, we're gonna start the actual process of cutting the hole. So we got everything we need, I think. Jigsaw right here with blades, drill bits, batteries, some towels and stuff just to clean up a little bit, a little broom, and our template. So this is 14 inches by 14 inches, and we're gonna find a nice center spot up here to put it, which up in the front of the van is actually really easy just because of the layout here. So yeah, we're gonna go with this, get that markered off so we know where to cut. We'll tape some stuff off and go from there. So this little square here is like right in the middle of the van, and if we line up the template with this middle bar here, it's almost like perfect. So I believe that should be close to perfectly aligned in the center of the van. The light right there, I believe, is the perfect center. So we'll double check, but I think it's like dead on, which is pretty great. So we'll double check, and we'll make our markings and get ready to drill and cut. So all right, so that is our template. We used our little cardboard here that we cut to 14 by 14. And yeah, that's what I think we're gonna use. So I'm gonna drill a hole out in the middle, just pop down and make sure it looks good underneath. And then we'll tape some stuff off and begin cutting and drilling. So that is the drill hole right there, and yeah, as far as I can tell, it looks pretty much dead on for the middle. So yeah, I think we should be good. So we're gonna pop back up to the roof. We're gonna tape off painter's tape around the marker lines we made. We're gonna drill little holes into the four corners of the square, and we'll begin our jigsaw cutting. So first, I think I have this little piece of plastic, this little bin here. I think I'm gonna tape that up onto the roof. That way we just catch all the metal and, you know, dust and debris that's falling down. So yeah, we can do that first. All right, so we're gonna start with a small drill bit and then work our way up until we can fit our jigsaw blade through. So yeah, just gonna start at each corner. Moving it up to a 3/16 bit. This one we're using a 1/4 inch. This is a 1/4 inch. Try 5/16. So we're essentially just trying to make the hole big enough so that these saw blades can fit through. All right, so 3/8 seems to be the magic drill bit size. All right, so the holes are cut, so looks pretty good. And our saw blade just fits through. So hopefully that should be enough room. If not, I have a couple bigger bits we can use. But yeah, I'm gonna try the Hercules flexible metal bit here, and then if that doesn't work, or if it doesn't work well, we'll try the thin metal one. I think the thin metal one might be better, but where this is gonna be jumpy a bit, we'll try with the flexible, see how it goes. All right, so we are now taped off, and we're gonna begin the fun. So pop the blade in the jigsaw here. We'll get to cracking. Here we go. The check to see if my hole fits. It better. Nice. Nice, yeah, so it fits. That's awesome. So, perfect. Well, we got the butyl tape for under there, but the next step will be, I believe we're going to get our little wood frame for the bottom of this mounted up. So we're going to use a liquid nail and then mount it to the bottom of the roof here. So we'll get that all situated, and then we got to drill some holes for the actual fan, the little screws that are going to go all along here. So we're going to pre-drill those, so that way once the wood and glue below are all set, we can just screw those right in with the butyl tape and have that ready to roll. So nice. We'll clean up a little up here too, just to you know, make it kind of nice after. So we'll begin with filing. So we filed down the metal edges the best we could. Kind of clean that up with a little bit of cleaning spray, a little brush, sweeping brush I had here. And right now we're going to use some clean metal primer along the cut edge to hopefully prevent some rust. We'll go over that with some automotive enamel. I was originally going to spray it, but it's just kind of going everywhere. So I'm just going to put it in my makeshift terrible quality paint bin right here and use this brush to get it on there. So as we wait for it to dry, I'll just give you a look so you can see from the inside. It's funny, it like doesn't even look real. So yeah, just gonna give the primer a little time to dry up, and then we'll move on and prime it one more time. I don't think it's necessary, but you know, whatever, just in case. All right, so we've applied the primer. We've also applied some Rust-Oleum enamel over all that. So we're gonna wait a little while, maybe like an hour, maybe an hour or two. And then the next step will be to take our wooden frame that we made yesterday out of 1x2s, and we're gonna put some liquid nail on this. We're gonna put it up like this, and we're gonna clamp it into place right there. So that is the next step, but we'll just give this a little bit more time to dry, and yeah, we'll begin that. So the roof and paint has had some time to dry, and we're gonna move on now with the liquid nail on the little wooden frame. So going to this. So everything, as far as I can tell, looks good up here on the roof. I just went ahead and added a couple more clamps, and yeah, we'll let this hang out for a bit and hopefully set at least a little bit, and then we'll continue on from there. All right, so I'm using my tripod to make sure that little wood frame does not fall. So we're working with what we got. So right now I'm going to take this butyl tape right here. I won't be able to record much of this, and I'm just going to line the entire length of the outside of the little frame right here. So gonna get cracking on that. Alright, so we see there the butyl tape is done. So we're gonna continue on now and try to get this thing on and screwed in. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna do the four corners first, just to get the wood frame solidified, and then I'll try to record the rest with the tripod. Pray for me. It's getting late. So it does indeed fit. I almost just had a mini heart attack because I thought that this was supposed to go inside of the things. It is not. Oh, I would have died. I literally would have died. Okay. I'm going to slow my heart down and okay. Alright, so it looks like it's good in here. You have to manually crank it down, that locks it. So it won't close or open. Pull it down, turn it the other way, and you'll see it's opening. Wires are down, which is good. A lot of times they can get caught up in here, and that's not good for anyone. Our wood frame mostly held up. Little crack right there, but yeah, otherwise looks pretty good. So we'll just close that, lock that. To be honest, I think I could do the sealant with that on. Maybe we will. We'll see when we get back up there. A lot of people take this off, do the sealant along here first, wait for that to dry, put this on, screw it in, and then seal the bolts, seal the screws that hold this in. But I might try to just do it all at once because it looks like I can get in there no problem. All right, so we have our lap sealant ready, and we're going. So let the fun begin. I've never done this before. I don't know how quick it comes out, but we'll see. Alright, so we have it completely sealed over. This is self-leveling, so it will kind of level itself out overnight. I put so much of this stuff on. So hopefully it will stay good. So I would love to put the top piece on, but I really don't want to accidentally like mess up the other sealant, but I don't know, maybe I'll go for it. We've come back outside, and we're gonna actually try to get this all done tonight. So I went and looked online at another install, and the front I thought went down way more than it does, so I think we're good. Yeah, I thought that was gonna hit the lap sealant, and it is not, so. Nice. So we're taking the silver stainless steel. I believe leaf screws with a round head. And we're just gonna hand tighten them with screwdriver here. So. All right, so screws are in. We're gonna lap sealant over them, assuming it still comes out. I've had it sitting for a bit. There we have it, folks. The fan is installed. So there it is in all its glory. We'll come out tomorrow morning and take a better look at it once everything's kind of set and cured a little bit. But yeah, so far, assuming everything works and everything is sealed and good, it wasn't too bad, but we'll talk about it a little more in the morning. So we're out here next morning just to take a look, and everything looks mostly good. I just added a little more sealant on that front bolt, just because there was a little spot that was still showing, but that one looks good. And then all the way around seems to look pretty solid. So we'll take a look, check out the other side now. So yeah, this side looks good. Everything looks nicely covered, even in the front there. Everything looks solid. The screws, hopefully you can see, it is very odd lighting, but everything is covered up, so awesome. All right, so back down in the van, we have the fan connected and everything up top, and this is what I bought to connect the fan itself to power. It came with two little lead connectors on here. I already cut them off, but essentially it's a 12-volt car cigarette lighter, depending how old you are. It's got a little thing there to put a fuse, and then positive negative wires to hook up to the fan. I'm intending currently only to be using like solar generators, so like a Jackery or something like that in this project. No current plans to put like a full solar setup, but I mean that could change at any moment. But yeah, just not right now. So the plan is we're going to try anyway to connect these two, so this wire to that wire, using butt connectors. And yeah, we're going to see how it goes. I'm not particularly experienced with, splicing wire like this. I used to mess around with some guitar stuff, and I would just solder wire with that. And even with that, I was not particularly good at doing it. So yeah, we'll give this a shot and see how it goes. I thought this was 16 gauge wire, but if I'm reading this correct, on the wire itself it says 12, so I think it might be 12 gauge wire. But yeah, let's see. So I cut about a 1/4 inch off of the sleeve, and then was able to slide it onto here. So my understanding is we put it into the blue here, we give her a squeeze, and it should allegedly crimp. Now, will those fit on the end of this, or are they too thin? I think the wiring gauge are different, and these work between, the blues are for 14 gauge to 16 gauge apparently. So, I don't know, let's see. So it does appear that sizing's right, and the blue terminal is connected. We'll give you a look. So yeah, that's what it looks like. The positive black cable, for some reason, that is part of the fan. Coming down, we cut a 1/4 inch off the little shielding, put it in, and then crimp it right at the dent marks there. And yeah, seems to be holding good. We'll do the negative end now, and we'll give her a test. So the next step, everything is connected, is to turn it on and see what happens. So. Turning on the Jackery now. That beep was from the fan. Getting on. We have flowing air, people. So we just turned it to blow in. Success. Success. It feels good. Feels good. There were a lot of moments yesterday where I was like questioning everything I was doing, and yeah, it's great to see it working. And it's pulling currently 7 watts at the lowest speed, so 7 watts from the Jackery, but we can turn it up. So it pulls 15 watts, and I think that was 3. This is 5. Up to 5 or 25 watts, and to be honest, for, you know, what I might be using this for, I think that's probably more than enough. I think that's actually probably too much. I would probably use it around like 3 or something, but it's awesome. Glad to see it working. Alright, so that should wrap up the fan stuff, at least for the time being. We do have a functional fan, which is great, and it is supposed to rain, I believe, starting tomorrow morning, so we will be able to see if anything's leaking. Hopefully not. I mean, that's kind of, you know, crucial to everything, but assuming everything is not leaking, we should be good to go, good to use it. So I'm pumped, like super excited. So the next step, I don't know if you see down there, that little square, I got more of the insulation in. I got another one down there. So next step, I think we're gonna actually finish off the insulation and then begin doing some little wood strips, furring strips for mounting some walls or something for. So yeah, that is tentatively our next plan. And for now, that's gonna do it. So we'll check back in after the rain. We'll see if everything is smooth and not leaky, and we'll go from there. So it turns out I picked the best day possible to test the waterproofness of my fan. Hopefully it holds up. It's coming down quite hard right now, so we're gonna go take a look. Hopefully no leaks. Alright, so we're inside the van. In case you can't hear, it is coming down exceptionally hard right now. And, so far, so good. Or so it seems. No puddles or anything on the ground. Hopefully we're okay. So with this and the hopefully seemingly lack of puddles, hopefully we will be all right. So tentatively. So for the time being, I think we're gonna call that the end of the fan installation. And yeah, we'll hope it stands up too. So we'll check this out again later on. But hopefully working.